live right here on the Scotty Blades Show in Boomtown Theater. There's a game in the background, I promise. You just wait till I find it. There it is. Yeah, baby. When you do it live, there's always technical difficulties, but technically, we bumble and we stumble and we gobble and goo. Not sure why that word came out, but it rhymed. How are you? Hey, folks. Happy Motivated Monday. Let me move my camera down. I don't like being at the top up there. I just did that because we were playing a game last week that a lot of text was. I like being about right there in the middle. In most things in my life, I like being right smack dab in the middle. There we go. The blade signal's up as you guys come in here. Say hi. Let us know that you're here. Sound off that you've answered the call to justice and you're ready for the most fun monster hunting show on the internet. Heroes and villains and adventures. And laughs along the way. Laughing's good for your soul. Laughing's good for your body. Laughing's good all around. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I got a flu shot. And I feel like doo-doo balls. That happens sometimes with the flu shot. It doesn't make you sick. That's... I almost said genetically impossible. Scientifically impossible. But it does make you feel run down a little bit for 24 to 48 hours. And I'll be golly, geez, Jankin Batman. It's got me feeling a little all kinds of sort of ways. But you know what? You know what heals that? You know what my favorite candy is. You guys know it. You've been a fan of the Scotty Blades Show for a long time. It's Dunkaroos. You know what's a close second to Dunkaroos? Oreos. And it's Halloween season and all this pumpkin spice bull crap that's going around. These are hang on, I'll show you. They're not pumpkin flavored, but they're artificially enhanced. They're oranges. And I love me an Oreo. Oh, they're like doubloons. They even put a little skull on the back of it there. Like having a Pirate Day balloon. Moon pies? No, it's not a moon pie, it's an Oreo. I'll pie your moon, though. Let's see who's in the audience. Let's see who has punched their golden ticket and ready for a show tonight. Hello, Natalie. Hello, B. Justice. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Misty. Hello, Saul. Hello, Alan. We're back. Just got back from a weekend in rural Vermont. Ooh, that's God's country. That's beautiful up there in them woods. What's up, Andrew? Hello, David. Hello, Natalie. Hello, Dakota. What's up, Kenneth Coons? What's up, Marcelo? Nikki Van Sice. I believe you were they have Oreo Reese's and Reese's Oreos. You know what? I got really, really excited when I saw those at the store, and I got them thinking, there's no way you can blow Reese cups and Oreos together. And guess what? It wasn't my favorite, and I didn't care. And for the first time ever, I was like, just keep Reese's and keep Oreos. I can't believe I'm saying that, but that's just what my taste buds thought. If you like them, more power to you, but my taste buds just didn't. It wasn't jihading with me. It wasn't rocking. Whoa, I just saw the monster. I read in the description for this game that we play a detective. Well, I used to be a detective for years and years and years, so hopefully we can use my incredible experience to help us get through this game here tonight. But I started it just to test the game to make sure that it would work, and there was nothing mentioned about being a cop or anything of that nature whatsoever. I have no idea what we're going to get ourselves into. But let's go ahead and get started. Let us begin our feature presentation. Yippee! Happened to your upper back. The game turned. Did you see that? Or my wiener hit my controller because my wiener's so big. You know, my Dapper Dan man.
Been a long weekend. Glad I'm here with y'all flex biceps. Cross shorts, big flex biceps.
Look at that boo-boo. Doesn't do it justice. I hit it with I use kettlebells to work out. I don't go to the gym. I don't like being around people. So I work out in the woods all by myself, and I use kettlebells up in the mountains where you can't touch me or look at me and leave me alone. And I was up there flinging kettlebells around, and the kettlebell came back and hit me in the arm, and it put a one hell of a whelp on my arm. One hell of a whelp. First donation, first tribute to the League of Blades, coming through by courtesy of Nikki Van Sice, flexing away in the audience out there. And we've had this discussion before. When I say people, I don't mean you guys, because you're people watch the show like, I'm people. No, you're named. You have a name. You're a person. People. If you're a person, if I know you, I'll say, hey, Alan, you're a person to me. People. The people. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you, buddy. What a day. How do I make the game activate? I can't wait to hit the hay. Ah, wait a second. What did the landlady say again? Be sure everything is closed shut before you sleep or it will come. I'm a person? Yeah, you're a person. Creepy now that I think about it. What could it be? Rats? I did see vents barely screwed in. I should check on them before bed, huh? Oh yeah. She does come in here to clean and air out the place. I should make sure all the windows are nice and closed too. Don't want any thieves walking right in. Press F for flashlight. All right, so she said shut everything. The landlady said this. The landlady said shut everything because we don't want it coming in. And this guy noticed that there is some vents that have some loose screws. We know what hides in vents. Gnomes. Vent gnomes. What's up, Daniel? Let's go find our vent. First things first, in any survival situation, take a look around. Yep. Things look safe. Not very much furniture, kind of like my house. That phone's probably going to ring 2 or 3 times in the course of the adventure. Let's see what kind of literature we're into. The Necronomicon, best kind of literature. That's going to take a cookie. That's going to be a blade snack right there. Uh-huh. There's the vent. Close it up. Where is the screwdriver? Oh, I don't need a screwdriver. Apparently just by sheer force of will, nature, and these huge, giant, powerful mitts that I have, I was able to force that shut on my own. Also, that's a weird place just to leave a random knife sitting. Oh, that's a Teflon skillet. Them things don't stick. And my guy's got to take the trash out. And I got one little hair sticking out the side of my head right there. Or is that on my screen? No, that's my hair. No backdoor vent. Yeah, that vent's secure. I should turn off all the lights before bed. I don't want to hike up the electric bill. Well, you see, the trick is to run an extension cord from your house over to the other house, to your neighbor's house. And you see, by doing that, you in fact don't have to pay an electric bill because you steal power from your friends and family. They don't need it. I pay taxes on both sides of the road, and I also pay taxes on your land because all land is taxed, so says the government. So ipso facto, give me, your electricity, because I, don't want to, for it myself. That's blade math. That's a lot of... That's a lot of beans. That's a whole heaping helping of beans. I believe if I was to go in the attic of my mom and dad's house, I don't believe, I know. If I was to go in the attic of my mom and dad's house, I know that we still have provisions. Cans of beans, dried food, water, condensed milk, or powdered milk probably, from the Y2K scare. For some reason, I vividly remember at the Y2K scare. God, what a year! Y2K turned the whole world upside down. We was all going to burn for it. Planes falling out of the sky and the rapture happening. Then 9/11 happened. Good Lord, what a time to be alive. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, my parents' attic. There's still food. They made us stockpile food, which is smart. And they made us fill our bathtubs up with water, which is both unscented. Have you seen my bathtub? I'm pretty sure there's a small colony of gnomes living in the drain of my bathtub as we speak. Because I know there's a little forest down there that goes back and forth when I fill it up with water. Uh-oh. I've yapped too long. Or did the game just start cutting lights off on me because... Or did I do that? I didn't do that. I was talking to you guys. You saw my hands. I forgot the game wanted us to cut off the lights. This window is not secure. That vent is not secure. Many things in this home are not secure. I'm going to close this. I feel better now. But I've also reduced my chances of a random, aloof, big titty goth chick out in the woods doing nighttime witch shit, randomly wandering into my house and touching my wiener. Kind of feel like maybe I should open that back up to enhance my chances of late night witch wiener touching. Late night witch wiener touching. LN. Late night LNW. Oh, we gotta make a bracelet out of this. Late night wiener witch. Wait, no, I don't want to touch a wiener's witch. Forget it. I don't want to touch a wiener's. Forget it. Let's make sure we're squared away here. Got my anchor arms on. Got my boomstick loaded. I got my boo-boo spray in my back pocket. Got 911 ready on my blade phone because this is not going to go well. Why is nobody screaming? Hey, champ. Booga, 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 booga. You see, folks, monsters are as afraid of you as you are of them. Remember that. They say when you're around a grizzly bear, get small. When you're around a black bear, get big. When you're around a monster, just scream booga 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 boo. And that'll teach you. It's on the television. That's exactly how I saw my first...
Shit. Detecting clues and getting swallio.
That's what we do every day. I have a new life philosophy, which is get rich and get jacked, and most of your problems will go away. My philosophy in my 20s, when I was in law enforcement, was solve cases and swing maces. I used to love whipping my ass baton out, man. That shoe made me feel like Aragorn when I was charging the black gates of Mordor. Whip that thing out. I felt really strong with an 8-cell flashlight. We couldn't carry those anymore. I was only a patrol cop for 1 year, but we didn't get to carry them things for most of my career because they were literally a club that illuminated. God, good times. A little mountain justice was good for everybody. Beat the hell out of somebody and say, "Now stop, stop littering." Totally not a cop. With the $4.99 donation, thank you for your tribute. The League of Blades. Thank you, Totally Not a Cop. Appreciate you so much. That's how I saw my first boob. Late night Skinamax when I was like 14 and my parents were gone. And I knew we had that channel, and I knew there was a chance. But we didn't have that channel, but the cable, even if you didn't pay for the channel, cable still gave it to you. But not the right way. Like, it came through fuzzy. And if you stared real hard, sometimes the picture would come in and out, and you can almost see a boob. And that's how I saw my first boob. And it changed me forever. And look at me now. How do you like me now? Down on my way. I saw a boob at night. Oh, I had a flashlight. I forgot. How'd this guy fit in here? The vent. No, it wasn't it. That window's secured. Stack and stack and stack on boxes. That there door shut. All right. This room is secure. This room is secure. I don't see any open windows. No vents. There is a VHS copy of Barbed Wire from 1995. Great movie. All right. We'll turn the light off in that room. That's secure. Check that. Check that. It's just full of beans and promises. Can I turn the light off in the hallway? I think I can. Sure can. No vents here. No vent there. That's secure. Let's cut this light off. I don't know why that reminded me. Walking through that long hallway reminded me of Mortuary's assistant. We kept going back and forth in that long hallway from the reception's office to the place where you actually did the nut cutting and teeth sewing. That's a rough game if you think about it. How much stuff we did to a dead body. Ooh, we were talking about ghosts today, folks. I don't know how y'all feel about ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts in the sense that they have cognitive thought and can haunt you specifically. I do believe in energy, and I do believe that during a traumatic event, we imprint in the area that the traumatic thing happened. And that imprint, if it's extreme enough, almost like paste a clip of our life on the walls, and it just plays that clip over and over, and then eventually, like, the residuals of it just fade away, and then that clip is over with. Where was I going with this story? Oh, that's why I think mental asylums, which had nothing to do with a mortuary's assistant, but that's why I think asylums are always so haunted, and so haunted for so long, even after they're shut down. So much crazy bad stuff happens on a daily basis at any cuckoo cachoo house. That thing's just going to be haunted until the end of time. Let's take care of the kitchen real quick. I don't know how y'all feel about that, about ghosts. And I've seen ghosts. I've seen what I assume is a ghost. I told y'all the story of that paper route way up in the Appalachian Mountains on some dirt road and god-awful nowhere. Seeing that lady working that garden when her newspapers had kept stacking up. And I kept delivering papers at her house and nobody was getting them. And then I asked the mail courier, the guy that dropped off all the papers to me, I was like, what's up with this house? I don't know. There's not been a stop order. Keep delivering it. All right. Next day after talking to him, hey, you can stop delivering that house we talked about. I said, how come? It's because that woman's been dead for 3 weeks. The family called and canceled the subscription. And the day before, I had pulled up into the house and heard somebody mess around out back the house, went around behind the house and saw an old lady working in the garden. And it was like 5:30, 6 in the morning. The sun was just coming up and was coming through, like the rays were coming through that lady. Not like she was translucent, but it was almost like a hazy morning dew kind of effect where she seemed kind of translucent, but not like a ghost. And then she followed me around the house. When I got in my car and backed off, my dad was sitting in the passenger seat and he waved at her. I'm like, my dad saw her too. And she didn't wave back at us. She just stood there holding, she had her hoe still. Just stood there holding the hoe. Not creepy, not foreboding, not like ooga booga. Just kind of like an old person, like a confused old person. She looks like a confused old person. Creepy. Very creepy. I hope she got her papers in heaven. Alright, let's go night-night. I should turn off all the lights for bed. I don't want to keep it. Okay, well, that's what I've done. What lights are left? Nothing there. Ah, the kitchen! Dude, the kitchen. There it is. I thought they wanted me to go in there and toggle the refrigerator, which I used to do. You better believe when I was a kid, I used to open the refrigerator door and push that button back and forth and watch the light cut off and on. When you're a kid, your imagination's incredible. All right, night-night. I'm sure after everything we've seen tonight, everything... Oh, nope, we're doomed. Oh, we're okay. It's night 2. Nothing to say? You know what I like about this game so far? There's not been a single letter for us to read. Oh, dip. Let's go back to the light where it's safe. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. You know, it all starts with the Necronomicon. Get rid of that stupid thing. Toss it. Abandon it. Let it go. We should check the vents and the windows again, just in case. And we should totally get high with a hooker and read from the Necronomicon and then spin off a 3-season TV show, which, as a huge, monumental fan of Ash versus the Evil Dead, or just the whole Evil Dead universe, I actually do think that the TV show is better than the movies. That's high praise. The TV show is fantastic. Maybe not as good as Army of Darkness, but certainly it's up there. It's really, really good. All right. Another... I'm assuming we're supposed to go back through here and secure the house. All right, remember, folks, run through the Rolodexes. The grizzly bear gets small. Black bear get big. Monster, run at it screaming ooga booga booga. All right, here we go. We got this. Big brave boy. Big brave blade boy. Big brave blade boy. Here we go. Ooga booga 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 booga. This person's a member of the League of Blades. Their goddamn table decorations is of the flannel. Or is that plaid? It can be whatever the hell you want it to be, dark foreboding creature in the background under the light of my house. I see here, Rolodex, grizzly bear, ooga booga booga. Ooga booga 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 booga. Alright. That's useless. That's a big jug of protein. I bet if we sat here and listened to that radio long enough, something would happen. Are these windows secure? I mean, it doesn't matter. The thing's in the house with us now, but... Are the bedrooms secure? Uh-huh. That looks like Chechny. That's some pretty deep reading there, if that's what that is. Guy's way deeper than I'm giving him credit for. Alright, I don't see anything else in here, so let's go out. It's been awful dark that way. Well, we have to go that way. Go left first. Oh, we're good. That's how we got in. Unsecured vent. That off. Come in. I am decent. You may approach. It definitely sounded like it came from this window right here. Booga booga. Alright, we're good. I gotta appreciate a good manicured lawn. This guy's... just the other day, mowing the yard is a very therapeutic act. But something about mindlessly doing chores helps relax a busy mind. I don't know how therapeutic it is to be outside with scissors and a ruler cutting. I would hate to live in that person's cul-de-sac. I guarantee you I would get a ticket. I've only gotten one cul-de-sac ticket my entire life, and that was after the birds got out of my trash like the 37th time, and the guy that ran the cul-de-sac just got pissed off and was like, fix it. I'm probably not the guy you give a cul-de-sac ticket to because I don't like authority. So if you told me it was a problem, I'd probably lose my shit and go grab one of those big giant red Target balls in front of Target and roll it down your driveway until it crushes your cat in your car. I don't teach you for getting involved in my life. Why don't you mind your business, buddy? You old dip. Again, assuming we're supposed to be doing what we did earlier. We're securing the windows, the vent's secure. Put that off. Here's the bean closet, which is what I call most vaginas. Flip that up. A boop. All right. Oh, wait a second. I gotta cut the window. I gotta cut the light off. I gotta cut the window off. That's it. I need a sugar rush. Time for my next cookie. There is nothing nutritional at all about an Oreo. But god dang, are they delicious. Is there? No. There's even... I have never seen something say less than 1 gram. God! There's less than 1 gram of protein. Okay, we go night-night now. All right, day 2 in the books. Easy peasy. Wasn't I brave to drink during a possible spit take? All right, that window's unsecured. Did you guys see they released the new teaser trailer, or not the teaser trailer, the posters for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein? And I've heard, don't know, that not Oscar Wilde, what the hell is his name? I love the actor, I forget his name. Oscar Isaacs is a tour de force as Victor Frankenstein, not the monster, the scientist that makes him. That dude knocks it out of the park no matter what he does. And Mia Goth is in it. She's the cool horror chick, not Jenna Ortega, who I have lost a lot of respect for over the years. But Mia Goth's cool as crap. She's in it. Go ahead and cut this light. No, we'll leave that light on. That light's kind of like a nice little beacon in case bad things go down. Open these sesames. Also, as much as I keep seeing big, giant, snaggly tooth boogers, I should grab this knife. Let's play sumo. Thanks for joining the League of Blades. Thanks for the subscription. Nope. There's an old Indian proverb that says if you don't pay attention, it's not there. So we're just gonna... What my grandpa always told me. If you're in nature, never be the first person to eat a berry. Let your buddy do it and then act accordingly. If he has diarrhea, don't eat it. If he dies, don't eat it. If he lives, then you can have that berry. Was the bedroom door always shut? Good Lord, look at all the windows. Square. Square. That vent's closed. We'll leave his light off and turn this one off last. I don't know why I got so turned around. Bean closet. God, I just had this awful urge to just cut one of these cans open and just... Why do I want to eat the beans like this? Where have I seen somebody eat bean? Oh, wasn't it Dennis the Menace? Didn't Christopher Lloyd's character eat beans weird? Is that the movie where he takes the beans and he's like... That's a good movie. Christopher Lloyd's a great actor. I think it's the movie that he eats the beans like that. Well, you go too fast into a bean closet, it'll make that noise, especially if you stay in that bean. If you go back and forth in a bean closet too many times, vigorously, it'll make that noise. But be cool about it if it happens, and just tell everybody that's Mother Nature's way of saying good job. That's what you say. It's just Mother Nature's way of saying good job. We did it. Don't be weird about it. Bean closet secured. Good Lord, the windows. All right, that's square. Got that. I had my flashlight on the whole time. One, two, three. Oh, window. Wooga, booga, booga, booga. Nothing. What the crap was that? Do I hear that reverb? See, this is why I like 8-bit grainy PSX style horror games. And I've said this several times on the show. They have to do more with less. In gorgeous games, you kind of lose interest in how it's just the scary creature's good looking, like it's a pretty scene. And they don't really push the atmosphere, they don't push the storytelling, they don't push nothing. They just keep throwing high definition at you, and it's just kind of dull. Here, because everything's grainy and they use ambiance and audio to mess with you, they really suck you into what's going on. You really start paying attention, and then they hit you. Always way scarier. That is a lot of doo-doo paper. Where do you guys keep your toilet paper in your house? Maybe I'm the weird one. I don't keep a whole mountain of doo-doo paper sitting right beside me. I keep it away, like under my cabinets, and keep it like in my laundry room. I don't keep a giant tower of shit cleaner right beside of me. Maybe I'm the weird one. I also finished Peacemaker last night and just whatever. That really bummed me out. Such a huge comic book fan, and Peacemaker's just kind of like, not John Cena's fault. It just wasn't, kind of boring. I'm sorry, John Cena. I didn't mean it. Well, might as well go cut the slide off while we're at it. Sorry, John Cena. You want a cookie? Do you want an Oreo? Do you want the big O? How's it getting in here? The windows are shut. The vents are closed. How is he getting in here? All right, well, that's everything. Fill in now. All right. Not far. Kind of been uneventful so far, huh? I finally saw the music video for that guy that sings. Was that before Tylenol in the womb? Because that was... Holy jibber jabber Jehoshaphat, that was creepy. The dude's creepy. Well, we managed to hear F you and then the chipmunks. So maybe there wasn't a secret message there after all. I didn't shut that door. I never shut doors. I always leave my back door open. Maybe I did. That's not like me. Yeah, I did. I knew it. All right, here we go. Big brave blade boy. Big brave blade boy. Booga, 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 booga. This game was made with Godot, so I'm pretty sure that there's no actual moving assets. I could be wrong. I mean, that was pretty movable. You know what? I really feel like we should leave. And we shouldn't stay. Guess what?
Do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
We should really leave. Oh. Why don't the landlady clear? Why don't this guy like nail these windows shut or put on a super clamp or get that chastity belt from the Maiden Fair from Robin Hood Men in Tights? Lock this bad boy up. You're just freaking asking for it, if you ask me. Also, this game said that there was a crime scene. This has got nothing to do with a crime scene. I can smell my enchiladas. I have a big giant tray of enchiladas in my oven right now, and I have sour cream, and I've got chips. And I got a big, tall, orange flavored liquid death refreshing sparkling water beverage. Oh boy. Oh, looking up for the Blade Man. Except for the Oogie Boogies going on here. Alright, well, we're square. Besides all the crazy crap going on, we're good. I'm gonna shut the door this time. Okay. What is this, night 5? Yeah, night 5. Five Nights at Freddy's. If you get through 5 nights, you win the game. Didn't know we were playing 5 Nights at Freddy's. I have lots of practice at that game. I know all the tricks. I got a really bad feeling this is the night that everything goes crazy. The texture even just changed. I got a feeling something's getting ready to happen. Is that it? That's the vent window? That's all that's in here? Yeah, we're good. Turn the light off. Expect a monster. Aha! My blade senses were tingling. I could sniff your flesh-rending, stank-ass breath from all the way over here. Well, guess what, buddy? The blade train of pain's coming. Sorry, I ran into the door. Ew, that noise. Ah. Not body disfiguration, there's a word for it. The kind of horror that gets me. Analog horror gets me, it's my favorite. I love analog horror. And then body contortionism. I can't stand body contortion. The only time that I ever puked or like had a reaction to anything I did in my entire law enforcement or monster hunting career or anything was when we had to take a deceased person who was in the throes of rigor mortis, I guess you could say, and we had to put them in the body bag to move them, and you had to like snap. It's a human. Like I've snapped humans. I've broken many people's bones, but they first of all were alive, and second of all they deserved it. This person has left the land of milk and honey and went on to the great beyond, and I'm having to break arms and legs to get them to fit inside a body bag. Ah! Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, nightmare, 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 nightmare. Ooh. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Slide it. Slide it. Up it. Pump it. Salute it. Beautiful. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Sniff it. I've noticed there's no computers in this house. You're kind of getting on my nerves now. Yeah, you're kind of losing your... You're losing a little bit of the scare factor. That is something that scare stuff could learn. I mean, I'm not here to teach anybody on how to do horror crap, but as a person who enjoys horror, the less that you show the monster to me, the better. I think a movie that did that great, that ruined it, was Boogeyman. That's a movie that I'm guarantee a lot of folks have never heard of or seen. It came out in like 2004, 2003, and it was about an action figure that was given life, or at least that was the inspiration behind the creature. Like the creature saw an action figure and then used the action figure as like it's what it would transform into. Kind of like Pennywise changes his form to a clown even though he's a demon. This monster like transformed himself into an action figure. But the whole like hour, it's like an hour and 45, 2-hour movie. For an hour and a half, it's just like glimpses and visages of them and like shadows and just out of the pain of the film. You can't really see the monster. You can hear it, you can sense it, you can taste the tension in the air. But they never show the monster. Until the last 20 minutes, they actually show the monster, and it's the goofiest, dumbest, it's a giant action figure dude running around in a trench coat beating people up. Don't do that. Let my imagination scare me. That's the best way to do it. Stop showing the monster. And if you're Godzilla, please stop giving Godzilla a personality. I just want him to be a monster that eats cities and blast things with a nuka breath and is king of the monsters. I don't want him to like have a bromance with King Kong. It's weird and I hate it. I don't like it one bit. I don't want to see King Kong look at Godzilla after they punched Mechagodzilla and both of them sit there together and go, that little knowing that you do when like you pass a dude on the street and you're like, we're two dudes nodding. Well, I don't want to see King Kong and Godzilla after they punch Mechagodzilla look at each other and go, yeah, I like the cut of your jib. I don't like that. He's a giant radiated death lizard. Let him be. Let him be that. That's what he is. I wonder if I can play the Godzilla theme song from the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon and get copyrighted.
Godzilla, a prehistoric monster born in the modern world. Some say a friend, some say foe. And where will he surface next? Our story begins in the fabled Bermuda Triangle.
Who the hell's fishing for Godzilla? No, I couldn't play it. The old Hanna-Barbera Godzilla cartoon was peak. It had Gadzuki, which was... I didn't do that. It had Gadzuki, which is Godzilla's son. Godzilla! Godzilla! And Gadzuki! I'm telling the story. Shut up and get out of my life. You want? I'm telling the story. Alright, well. He's used that scare before. Here's the bean closet. So far, I give this game a solid 1 out of 10. Nothing's going on. Same scares over and over. Wait a second. This was not the game that had the crime scene. I just thought of the game that I saw earlier today that had a crime scene. This is not it. I apologize. I duped everybody. This game's just about living your life. Not even about being a cop. Okay, let's lay down. I'm so tired. I'm so night tired. Uh-oh. Oh, there is! Detective sent to mental asylum after claiming to be haunted by a monster while investigating murder case. What? Detective. Well, I did read something about a cop. Detective sent a mental asylum after claiming to be haunted by a monster while investigating a murder case. What? Uh-huh. That may be one of the most unsatisfactory endings or playthroughs of a horror game I think I have ever played. I got time to run. We can run one more real fast. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what this one's about. I want to thank the folks who supported the broadcast tonight. We've had 2 donations on tonight's broadcast. 2 donations to the League of Blades. Totally Not a Cop and Nikki Van Sice with the donations tonight. Thank you guys so much. And also, Let's Play Sumo, thank you for your subscription. Welcome to the League of Blades. This game is called Overcome Your Fears. I have no idea how long it is, but it's got about 10 minutes if it loads. There it goes. No! Stop! There's 2 copies running. Which one will I delete? I got the right one. Okay, this game is supposed to be similar to Fears of Fathom. That's kind of what the gist is of what they're going with, is Fears to Fathom. Let's do it. New game. I'm sure it'll be great. May, Sec 20, 6:40 p.m. All right. What year? Finally, school is over. Look, Mom, no hands. Every good horror game starts at a gas station. Good thing my friends asked me to look after their house while they were on vacation. It's a great chance to relax a bit. Where's school? I'm not touching anything. I wonder how everything's set up at their place. Hopefully there won't be any surprises. There's a good chance you'll get murdered. A high probability you'll get murdered. All right, the main thing is not to forget to look for some side job while I'm there. Everything else is just details. I'm literally not playing the game. The game's playing itself. The neighborhood feels calm, and I can almost breathe freely. It's nice to have a little forest nearby. Where? Perfect way to start the summer. What forest? These are trees, honey. Every street has trees. Well then, welcome to your new home for the next week. All right. Cool. They said the key should be hidden somewhere. Well, where's the rock? That was easy. I think I started looking around the house, wondering where I'm going to sleep tonight. In the bed, you freak. In the doghouse? Okay, we explored. There's a bar up there. We got to explore the house. Sugar bits. Not what I call my Ex-girlfriends, sugar tits. Uh-huh. The game's quiet. I can't hear anything either. It's just a quiet game. Uh-huh. Newspaper. Uh-huh. I can't even hear the pitter-patter of my little feetsies. I've been in here. Put the paper down. Went over here. Went back here. Was there a closet back here I got explored? Nope. Right here. Bathroom. Got it. Okay. I haven't eaten anything yet today, so it might be a good idea to go to the kitchen and make a sandwich to eat. Deal. Toasted bread, cheese, sausage, and assemble it on the kitchen board. Maybe I can turn this... Oh. Oh. Well, the dumb game started low. I didn't change anything. All right. That's much... That's much louder. Hang on. Okay. There we go. A little better. Let's see here. Toasted bread. Here we go. Put that there. And then cheese. Got it. Put that there. And then sausage. That there carrot. Where's this? Is that sausage? Yeah, sausage. Bingo. And good to go. Let's eat it. Everybody knows that sandwiches are made with just one piece of bread. And then you black out. I guess now I can get some rest at the computer on the second room floor and go to bed. Get some rest at the computer. I know what kind of rest you're doing. You dirty boy. For Steve, you can use the laptop if you need it. Password is Emily1311, all right? You really gonna make me type this in? Emily1311. Flags. What country is this flag? South Korea? Correct. All right. I want to sleep. What country is this? Indonesia? Oh, it's Cameroon. I should have known. Cameroon. What country is this? Azerbaijan? Ah, it's East Timor. East Timor, of course, should have known. What country is this flag? Cambodia? Aha! What country is this flag? Dragon Ball Z? Not Egypt. It's not India. Let's say it's Burundi. Ah! I got that from just process of elimination. What country is this flag? Not Japan. It's not the Czech Republic. Panama? Ah! Yeah! What country is this flag? Not Greece. I want to say Romania. Ah, it's Andorra. Alright, let's go to sleep. I could play this all night long. Night-night. Apparently this is not the room I'll be sleeping in. I go next door to this room. This is the room that I sleep in. There we go. Nope, this is not the room I sleep in. What? This is the only other bedroom there is unless I have to sleep on the couch. Which I will. I mean, I'm not above it. Maybe I gotta start on this side? No. Falls down the steps. Huh? How am I supposed to sleep? the shower. In the guest room. It's gotta be one of these two beds. It's just not giving me the option to lay down. I bet it's one of those things where it's really finicky and you gotta find the right place to hit it. What are the controls? There is none. Okay, cool. Yeah, look, there's a little icon that glows if you can actually do something, so I don't have the option to do anything. Maybe I gotta cut the light off? No. The crap. Go to sleep. Yeah, see how it's giving me the option? What the? No. Give me the option to do stuff. Maybe I'm too close. There's only 2 beds in the house. One of them's gotta let me go to bed here. I mean, the game may be glitched. Maybe I can't sleep when the door's open. I don't know why I would care. Can't cut the lights off. Maybe I'm supposed to leave? No, he said I'm staying here. It's obviously, it's gotta be glitched. Maybe I need to play a certain game. Emily 1311. Memory game? I don't know why this music's so sexy. I bet you guys had no idea I was that good at memory. How do you think I was a freaking detective? Mine like a steel trap. Okay, well, we beat that game. See what's in this folder. Okay. 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 Can't think of any other reason why I couldn't go to bed. Other than the game's glitched and it won't let me lay down. That's a damn shame. Damn shame, broken game. Well, we gave it the old blade try, folks. I ran it through everything I can think of, and I guess the game just glitched. We can't even go to sleep. That's a dang shame. That game was called Overcome Your Fears, and the only fear that there was to overcome was the fact that the game didn't work. We couldn't even continue through the game. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us here tonight. Once again, thanks to the couple of folks who donated to the broadcast. Contributed to our fight in the wars against injustice and evil and darkness. I don't know when I'll be back. No idea. Just look to the sky and look to the pre-scheduled YouTube stream and the Discord and the Instagram. You all enjoy the rest of your night. Hello, Sandman. I said hi. Go forth, everyone. Do good. World needs heroes. Goodbye, everybody.